Yamilla has not been happy, and she has decided it's finally time to say something to her husband, Austen. After 7 years of marriage, the last few years he has not been paying much attention to her, but it got better for a while. But now they have their infant daughter, and as soon as she got pregnant with her, it's like now's lost interest. So she's going to have a conversation with him right now because she can't continue to live this way. Doesn't look at her the same way. He doesn't touch her the same way. And she feels like he doesn't love her the same way. She's like, Austen, I know that I gained weight. I'm trying to work out. Is it me? Austen immediately is like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, I want us to work. I want us to be a couple. He's giving her nothing at all. He's going in for the cheek kiss, but she's like, I fall for that every time. I need my problems addressed. He's like, Yamilla, I want another baby. I'm not trying to treat you bad, but I don't know, sometimes you're just so cold. This is taking Yamilla by surprise because Yamilla's like, oh my gosh, I almost begged for affection from this man. He's like, so she just grabbed him up to kiss him to see if anything is still there, because in Yamilla's mind, she really loves Austen and she wants to fix their problems. Yamilla is saying, I just want you to love me the way you used to, or in a new way, but I feel like you don't now. Austen is like, I'm gonna leave Yamilla, like I'm gonna go out for a little while. She's like, where are you going, babe? He's like, I'm just gonna go and cool down and calm down. And Yamilla's saying, I'm just trying to work through our problems. And she's kissing him again. Even her wedding band, Austen promised to get her a new ring and she never saw it. And she doesn't even care about that. Austen is leaving the house and Yamilla is changing their baby Kylie. She's wondering how long he'll be gone, when he'll be back. But ultimately, she's deciding she will have to address the problem again if things don't get better, and she can't see them getting better at this time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today with a brand new series entitled The Secrets Between Us. This is a Sims 4 love story. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all of the things. Austen stormed out of the house, and Yamilla didn't know where he went, but for right now, he's outside working out, but he's quickly thinking that he's gonna leave the house because he's got somewhere else that he wants to be. So we'll be right back with Austen. We are back with Austen. He has jumped on the bullet train over to Evergreen Harbor. You may wonder what he's doing here, but he definitely has a reason for being here. He's been thinking it over. He's gonna immediately speak to Lilith. He actually works with Lucinda here. So on the surface, you may think, oh, he's coming to see his co-worker, but it's clear that he knows her sister, and actually Lucinda is his girlfriend. This may open up a world of questions. Does Lucinda know that Austen is married? Does she approve of being the other woman? The answer is simply no. She has no idea. They met at work. Although Austen is being very romantic, he has actually been thinking and has kind of decided that maybe he doesn't want to lose his family. He's like, maybe I should just break up with her. And he's telling her, you know that I really care about you a lot. And she's like, I care about you too. And he pulls out his phone because he's nervous. He's like, I was thinking, I don't know how much we're working out. And she's like, Austen, I really love you. And he's like, well, have you ever thought that maybe we just aren't right together? Have you thought that maybe you deserve better than me? Because he's really trying to spin it to be something else. He wants it to be that he is with anybody else. But Lucinda has run and jumped in his arms. She's not trying to hear anything about breaking up. She's going to be all over him because she just wants him to forget about whatever nonsense she feels that he's talking about. She's like, don't you like what you see? Austen, we are hot together. Don't you remember how we went to the club that time? We were dancing and you really liked the way we moved together and felt together. Austen is thinking, oh, I really did like that. He's going to tell her, I really shouldn't be with you anymore. We work together. And she's like, but that's never mattered. And Lucinda doesn't understand because what's bringing this about? What's causing this? Because she doesn't know he's married. He kissed her because he really does have these feelings for her. At first, it was just about woohoo, but now it's still about woohoo, but it's about more. And even with just woohoo alone, he's not willing to give that up. Now, the woohoo used to be great with Yamilla, but if he was truly honest with himself, he would admit that he really stopped the intimacy in their relationship. Now, he he will never admit that to her. You may notice that Austen wears his wedding ring around his neck. He doesn't wear it on his finger. Lucinda asked him about it once before, and he gave her some excuse as to why he wears this ring, and he told her that it used to be his father's ring before he passed away, and he just wears it to remember him. But that's not the truth at all. It's actually his wedding band, and he doesn't want Lucinda to know at all that that's what it is. That is exactly what's been going on with them. And Austen has fallen asleep after the woohoo, so we'll be right back with Yamilla. It is 2 a.m. and Yamilla's watching cooking shows, and she's just like, where is Austen? Where could Austen be? Because she just has no clue. She's kind of worried because even though he hasn't been coming home right after work, he also hasn't been staying out. So Yamilla's gonna come over because Kylie is hungry with her little cute self. And yes, from the cast bill, I did decide to age Kylie down, guys. So really work with me in this first episode. I thought some things worked better this way. But she's gonna feed Kylie. When Yamilla met Austen, she was fairly young, but now she is in her early 30s. Austen is 38. And so he's a little older and more experienced. She sees signs of things that she probably should have known if she had been more experienced at the time. So she thought that Austen was just this really, really good guy. She's able to recognize as she's older that there are some traits in Austen that were red flag. And now he does a lot of things, and she's feeling like he's saying things to hold on to her, even though she's really doubting his seriousness at this point. Like he'll say, I want to have another baby with you. And she'll wonder what's that about, because he stopped treating her the same once she was pregnant with Kylie. She doesn't really know what to think of her husband sometimes. And now she just bathed the baby and she's pooping her diaper. So we're going to go and change her. Yeah, that's what babies do, right? It is 5 a.m. sometime, and he has been out all night, but she is going to put Kylie to bed. She is going to get her some rest, maybe cook something. She needs to be painting in the morning. Really, Austen is supposed to go to work today. She'll just kind of see. Yeah, Austen is home, but Yamilla does not see him. He is in a whole different set of clothes than what he left in. I don't think it's going to take long for Yamilla to recognize it. He's supposed to be at work in 2 hours. Yamilla used to have a formal career, and of all things, she used to work in a chef career, and she's actually a pretty decent cook, but it was just too stressful for her. But it was a way to earn a living. So now she has rebranded herself and decided that she is going to be an artiste. She's going to be a painter, guys, and she's been working on it. She's not great at it, and she'd be the first to admit that. She's feeling like if she continues working, she could get there. She even will sometimes do little tricks like that from when she was a chef, and she wasn't very far. She was working under a head chef for a small restaurant, but she did learn a lot, but maybe not that. Yamilla is going to get her stuff ready. Austen, that was just work, messaging him, asking was he coming in or working from home today. He is going in today. Again, he kind of tipped in. He's real stealthy, probably from his days in the military. And Yamilla sees him on the couch, and she's like, oh my gosh, he doesn't even have the same outfit on. So she actually decided to come and sit here. She's going to eat her food because she's not going to let him ruin her appetite. The fact that he came in, didn't say anything, and has on different clothes, because her first thought is, where did the different clothes come from? And so when he woke up, she jumped up immediately, and he's like, I gotta get to work, I don't have time to talk. He's like, oh my gosh, he was so tired from the woohoo that he literally just lay down and went to sleep. She is so stressed that she is eating and cooking waffles at the same time, so mushroom waffles. That makes no sense, but that's what she's gonna do because she's stress eating. You know, she wants to lose weight, but here she is stress eating. She's been up all night waiting for him, and he comes in like it's no big deal that he hasn't been home all night. Where does he get off? So she's gonna serve the waffles, but then she's thinking, okay, I'm gonna have some restraint and I'm not going to do this. While the baby sleeps, she's gonna paint. She really wants to jog. Austen does not like that she has started painting, and to be fair, she understands that she quit her steady paying job with benefits to do this. However, she has saved up more money than Austen had. As a matter of fact, their money has been kind of disappearing and she doesn't know why. In addition to that, her parents had given her some money and they're still very much alive and well. So you will meet them soon. But for now, she's going to paint. And then when the baby gets up, she's going to go for a jog. You can see that it's getting better. So she's going to list this on Plopsy. She's going to run to the restroom. Then she's going to get the baby up. So Kylie is up. And other than him being out all last night, Austen is a really good father. He has a really great relationship with Kylie. He definitely pulls his weight. And that's why Yamilla was just so shocked about his disappearing act last night. If nothing else, even if he doesn't want to talk to her, he definitely really loves to spend time with Kylie. So she's telling the baby a story and then she's gonna go jogging. It's funny, Yamilla was just talking about money. This lady is telling Yamilla that you're gonna inherit from her. She's saying that she actually knows her from Austen and that she was a relative of his that passed away. Yamilla is gonna take the money, but also Austen told her he didn't have any family left. Now she saw his parents' graves. She's starting to wonder who was this relative and why didn't he mention her. So it's just another thing that's not adding up. Yamilla is gonna go for a run. It is a nice day out here in San Sequoia where they live. Yeah, Yamilla is beautiful. She's starting to sweat already. She's really been trying to work out a little more. Of course, she gained weight when she was pregnant and she never was able to lose all the baby weight and she's really insecure about it. And I think it's not helping that Austen has not been affectionate at all. And you saw earlier when she's leaning into him and kissing on him, he's not reciprocating at all. But there is some good news. Her baby girl Kylie really likes being outdoors with her mommy. You can see her really just looking around at all the sights. Yamilla does think San Sequoia is beautiful, even though this wasn't her first choice of a place to live. But Yamilla's the type to make the best out of her surroundings. She thinks that it is a beautiful place to live, but it's not so beautiful when her man is not showing her the affection that she needs. Oh, she stinks. And I also think the baby may stink too. Oh, Yamilla. But she got a good workout, guys. So she is so dirty and funky. She's got to get home. Hi there. You don't know me, but I saw you from afar and asked a mutual friend for your number. I hope you don't mind. I'm hopelessly attracted to you. I promise I'm chill. Would you like to meet me? Yamilla thinks this is weird because she has been getting these types of calls a lot lately. She's going to say this is creepy. You are creepy. Yamilla blocked the number, y'all. The baby just pooped too. If she hadn't pooped, we just heard it. She's going to put the baby down. The baby is okay for now. Yamilla's going to take a shower because she really wants to go visit her parents with the baby. She's happy that she did get a painting done. So she's like, yeah, I could spend the rest of the day hanging out. Her parents are another quick bullet train away in Willow Creek. She cannot wait, absolutely cannot wait to go and meet them. We are back with Yamilla and Kylie. She is at her parents' house with the baby. She's gonna go right in. The baby is hungry, so she's definitely gonna feed her. Austen did make it home from work. He actually sent Yamilla a text. She was actually surprised because he texted her, I'm sorry, I just want to be better. I want to be a better husband. Yamilla sees her parents back here in this room, so she's just gonna put the baby down and she's giving her mom a big hug. She is gonna go hug her dad too. She wants to come get her cautious baby. This is her mom, Mindy Bass, and she's like, hey mom, I actually want to hand Kylie to her mom, but she's a real confident lady. She knows what she likes. She told her mom, like, I see you got a new haircut, girl, because a heart cut in her hair. She's like, oh, okay, that's what mom's doing. Her dad is like, Yamilla, are you tired? What's going on? She's like, yeah, I just didn't sleep really good. And he's like, did you eat too much junk food? What's going on? But she doesn't want to tell all her business. She asked her dad if she could take a little nap if he would watch the baby. And he's like, sure, she's in here sleeping away. Her parents are just in here cooking. I'm sorry, guys. This is her father, Rico Bass. Yamilla feels really fortunate to still have both her parents getting around and really seemingly healthy. Her dad's like, what's really wrong, Yamilla? And she's like, well, I think my marriage may be dead. Her dad's like, what? Where are you getting that from? So he's just gonna have a seat. Can't you make lemonade out of lemons? She's like, look, I think things got worse when I started painting. I don't know. She's like, I don't want to tell everything. Her dad is coming back with the baby. She's like, I want to know what's going on. Her mom is like, what's the problem, Yamilla? She's like, I don't know. Once I got pregnant with Kylie, things are never the same. And I just tried to put a smile on my face and keep going because I didn't want you all to know what was wrong because I'm still trying to work on my marriage, but I just need to talk to someone. I don't have any close friends anymore. I don't have anyone to talk to. I just need to work this out in my mind. Her mom is like, Yamilla, are you still in love with Austen? Yamilla's like, well, I mean, I'm checking the phone and see if he's text, but I think he wasn't attracted to me after the baby. Her mom is thinking about that because her mom feels like that's nonsense. If a man doesn't like you after you have a baby, he didn't like you before. And so that's what she has to say about it. But her mom is like, maybe you should just try at least one more good time, because she's like, I know me and your dad have been married forever, but sometimes the relationships don't always last. Yamilla's feeling like they have a strict dynamic. I think I would agree with this. Her dad is kind of the more free-spirited parent, but she's like, I do love him. And her mom saying, maybe give it one more try. And she's like, maybe I should be romantically reserved because she's been spending more time on herself. I think this is a no. Yamilla is going to go home. She's going to pick up the baby. We'll be right back. Yamilla and Kylie are home. She's actually going to hand her over to her father, and she's saying, I'll cook, honey. If you have a baby, I'll cook. And he's like, yeah, okay. She's like, you're hungry? He's like, oh, I'm famished. Yamilla is going to come over and whip up some pasta real quick. She's going to wash her hands. Where did our sink go? Austen is actually going to put Kylie to sleep, get her in her PJs, get her mobile going and read her a little story. Then he's going to go wash up. Yamilla has washed her hands and she is cooking up a pasta, just a chicken Alfredo. She's like, this will be quick and maybe we can kind of rejuvenate something that we lost. She really loves her man, and even the ring situation, it's not something she cares about. She would wear a ring with no stone. She would wear a band because she's never cared about those things. That's something that Austen brought up to her. She did not bring it up. She's wondering why he's making these promises that she isn't asking for and then not following through on them. They're gonna get their pasta and just have a seat in the living room. They're gonna eat. Austen was about to be upset with Yamilla because she cooked this chicken Alfredo, and he's a vegetarian, but she told him like, no, I cooked you some mushroom waffles earlier, and you know she did cook those waffles and put them in the refrigerator. So he's happy again, just happy from sitting and rocking. Austen is gonna break the ice. He's like, Yamilla, I'm sorry I stayed out late. Are you still attracted to me? You know, are you happy in this relationship? And she's like, some days I just feel okay about you. I don't feel overwhelmed, but I also don't dislike you, but I think that I just feel like it's just okay. She's frozen because she can't even think of the words to say. I think you're sexy overall. We have so many problems now, and I don't even know where they're coming from. And he's instantly getting a headache, kind of hating that he asked her, but you know what? She's gonna bring it right back when she puts the plates up. She's asking him about, how do you see me? Are you happy in our relationship? Are you attracted to me? And he said, that's a pretty rude thing to just randomly ask me. I don't feel like telling you that right now. And he just asked her. But then he's like, well, I feel like the relationship's fine. She's gonna tell him, you know, Austen, if we don't work on us, we're not gonna make it. Right now, Austen said he's not open to working on the romance dynamic with Yamilla. She'll have to try again later after some time has passed and he's ready to talk. This is Yamilla. This is how she's feeling. She's gonna come go to bed. You can see he's still talking about having a baby with her. I don't know what Austen is thinking. Now that he's taking the trash out, he's absolutely gonna send a flirty selfie to Lucinda. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that there's a plain wall in the background so she can't see anything, and he's gonna take that picture and send it right over to her. Austen he's gonna stand and admire his accolades from his military career. He's a warrant officer. He's made good progress. Lucinda is a few steps under him, so he's definitely a superior officer to her. While Yamilla and Kylie are asleep, he's gonna go for a jog. He has to stay in shape for his military career. I want to know what you think of episode 1. What do you think of Austen? Why does he want to try for a baby with Yamilla while at the same time seeing Lucinda? What do you think of Lucinda? I know you just saw her for a little while and you don't know much about her, but you'll learn more about her. She has no idea that he's married. He explains when he has longer absences from his job as a warrant officer, because he does have to travel with that job, so it makes it easy for him to live a double life. You know, what do you think of Yamilla? Just tell me where you are and what you're thinking at the end of this opening episode. I definitely think that Austen is a fine sim, but his personality is not. He's not treating Yamilla right. Anyway, next episode, we're going to have a 6-month time jump. We're going to be jumping forward to Yamilla and Austen's 8-year wedding anniversary. I hope you enjoyed this opening episode, and until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.